What's up, guys? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I'm Jess, and today we're doing another full day of eating keto while tracking total carbs. So I'm going to start this video off with lunch, and then we're going to end on what I'm making now. So I'm sipping on my keto coffee, the one I talk about all the time. It's just black coffee, unflavored collagen, and heavy cream. So I usually sip on my coffee while I'm making dinner, but first I want to run you through the earlier parts of my day, and I'll meet you right back here. Some weirdo behind me, but it's lunchtime, and I thought I'd show you. We're gonna reheat the keto baked eggs that I made this weekend for our meal prep. Kyle's having one. It's in the microwave. It took this container of the baked eggs in 1 minute and 30 seconds in my microwave. So I'm gonna turn it around and show you what it looks like. Okay, so reheated the Tex-Mex baked eggs with cheese, and so that's gonna be my lunch, and that cheese looks so... Okay, so let's take a look at this deliciousness. That look tasty or what? And that cheddar cheese right on the top. So, yep, here is lunch today. I'll give you a taste test too. So good. See you at dinner. Okay, so in my bowl here, I have measured out 8 ounces of onion, 5 3/4 ounces of yellow pepper, 4 3/4 ounces of green pepper, and squash. I'm going to cook the vegetables up using my grilling mats on my grill. If you don't have a grill, or you just want to make the kebabs all in one, just go ahead and put the veggies on with the chicken. But I find the veggies, I never get them to cook evenly, so I'm going to keep my vegetables separate from my chicken and just use these skewers for the chicken. But you can go ahead and put these in the oven. You don't have to use a grill, but they taste so good with on the grilling mats on the grill. Plus, keeps the mess outside. So what I'm going to do with the chicken is I'm going to measure it, and then we're going to just simply put it on the skewers and head out to the grill. So I'm going to do big hunks of chicken. These are tenders. I would have ideally had breasts, but you got to use what you have. So, but I like to use big chunks, and this way it kind of all evenly cooks the same, and then it also looks like a true kebab. But we want the total weight of the chicken, and I know usually I put a paper towel or something under here, but don't mind the sliding cutting board. So I'm going with the vegetables. There's going to be approximately 4 servings of vegetables there. Oop, dropped that. But the chicken, this is, me and Kyle are probably just gonna split this. I don't think it's a full pound, but we'll look. Just trim off anything that you want to trim off, by the way. And there's no, just you do you. All right, so our total chicken is, actually we got 1 pound, so this is actually gonna be probably 3 servings of chicken. So I'm gonna just show you what I'm gonna do next. I'm going to write down 1 pound of chicken, so I remember it. And then, being that this is a very low-fat meal, again, because I'm using chicken tenders, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of avocado oil, some garlic, salt, and pepper, and season my meat. Any type of recipe would be just fine for this. I'm gonna do about 1 tablespoon of oil, but if you have like a marinade that you love, go ahead and use that. It doesn't have to be this. This is just real simple. I have everything in stock, and the whole point is to keep it simple. I'm just gonna put garlic powder next. That was probably a ½ teaspoon. And then Italian seasoning. Probably a solid tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And remember, this is my chicken hand. Don't want cross-contamination. You have a clean hand and a dirty hand. So I'm just going to do a nice generous pinch of salt and a nice generous pinch of pepper. And then I'm just going to toss this all around, so all the chicken is evenly coated, and then we're just going to put it on the skewers. So I'm going to pull out a cookie sheet just to keep the mess down and make it real easy. Actually, I might just lay it here on my bowl since I only have 2 skewers. So I'm just gonna put as much chicken on this skewer as possible that will fit. And then if I need another skewer, I'll just pull another skewer out. And sometimes where it's thin, you might want to gloop it twice. And I'll be back when we have them both skewered. All right, and then we have, see how much yellow pepper. We have 5 3/4 ounces of yellow pepper.
I'm sorry, it's green.
Okay, and next we're going to zero that out and get the green pepper total. We have 4 3/4 ounces of green pepper. Okay, and lastly, we're gonna do zero out the scale and we're gonna get the squash. The macro-wise, yellow and summer and regular zucchini, they have the same macro, so I just lumped them together. And their total weight is 1 pound and 8 ounces.
Okay.
Okay, so with our vegetables, I'm just gonna add some oil so that they don't stick to the grill. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons and then see what it looks like, and then I may need to add 2 more. So it all depends on how much or how many vegetables you have. So I'm gonna do salt and pepper in here as well. This is just pink salt and pepper. And honestly, that alone tastes fantastic. You can optionally add, you know, Italian spice or garlic powder, but salt and pepper to me is all vegetables really need. And when I'm cooking it this way. So I'm just gonna take some tongs, toss it around and see if I need to add any more oil. But remember, I don't have a very heavy fat content in my menu, so it's okay to add fat when you're gonna be low. So, and it's how much you're gonna add is how many vegetables, you know, you're planning on making. But it looks like I've got just enough here, so I'm not gonna add any more oil. I may, once these come off the grill, hit it with some olive oil at that point as my finishing oil. But we'll see. It all depends on how it cooks. So, and there you have it. Everything is nice, evenly coated and ready for the grill. I'm gonna show you the grilling mats that we use. I don't know how big our grill is, but it fits 2 of these mats nicely. And these can go up to 600 degrees on a grill. And it keeps them, all the stuff, so that no veggies fall through, and it makes them cook really nicely. So let's go out and start the grill. Okay, so I've preheated my grill. I'm just gonna put these mats right on here, and they cover the grates nicely. So I'm gonna let this get heated up, and we'll be back to put the veggies on. And also, these go to 600, so you want to have your meat probably at medium-low. I'm sorry, the temperature of your flames at medium-low, so you don't burn your mats. So we'll be back when it's time to put the veggies on. Okay, so here's the grill. We have the kebabs up top, and we have all the veggies on the grilling mats sizzling away. So we're gonna flip them probably halfway through, and I'll be back with the finished product. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is make riced cauliflower, because I don't know about you, if you have chicken kebabs, you kind of want rice with it, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the pan, and we're gonna make the riced cauliflower. Okay, before I add any fat to it or anything, it's frozen. Mine's frozen, so I'm gonna let some of this water cook off first, and then we're gonna come back and hit it with some yummy butter. Okay, so it's cooked down quite a bit. So now I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of butter. Yes, 3 tablespoons. And to keep the flavor profiles the same as with the rest of our meal, I'm gonna add Italian season and salt and pepper. So we'll be back when it's time, when the butter's melted and we're stirring it up. Okay, so that's a close-up of what it looks like. It reminds me of like a little bit of rice pilaf. So you can adjust the flavors as you go, but I wanted to keep it pretty simple, just butter, salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. And we'll let this come together a little bit longer and it'll be ready to go. I'll set it aside, and that is really how easy it is to make a really good riced cauliflower for your chicken kebabs and veggies. Okay, so I have flipped everything once, and we're going to give it another like 8 minutes, and we're going to pull them off the grill. So the chicken's up here, probably halfway done, and the veggies have another side to cook, and that's it. Okay, so here is the cauliflower rice, and then we have 5 ounces of the veggies, and then 6 ounces of the chicken. I obviously pulled it off the kebab, but I am ready to eat this. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so here is a full day of eating, and I thought I would log a recipe with you today. You know how I like to have recipes already in there, stuff that I make all the time. It just makes it a lot easier when you're tracking your food. So obviously right now I had 16 of 19 total carbs. We have not logged the cauliflower rice yet. But when I made the serving size of my grilled veggies, I got 6 servings out of that. So by reducing my servings there, I had a little room to make cauliflower rice because I was really feeling it. So lunch obviously was Tex-Mex baked eggs. The recipe link will be down below. It's leftover hamburger meat, 2 eggs, and a 1/3 cup of cheese. So I'll show you real quick on that. So that's something that I'll probably have again today, and it's just real easy, and this made 1 serving. So overall, there was 2 total carbs in that meal. So that means we have plenty to work with. So obviously I had the chicken tenderloins. I had 6 ounces of the chicken tenderloins. That was a raw weight. And then the grilled veggies, which I put this together as a recipe as well with 6 servings. And I put the total amounts in here because when I log it, it's going to log 1 serving of this. So you're getting 1/6 basically. So hopefully that makes sense. But you put your total in the recipe, and then you have how many servings did you have, and that makes that super easy. So let's show you that with let's show you that with building the recipe. So over here, we're in Carb Manager, by the way. So we're going to hit new recipe. Okay, so we're going to make keto rewind cauliflower rice. So this is going to make 4 servings. So I put the 4 total. This recipe yields 4 servings. And then you go to the ingredients. And I had the Trader Joe's bag of riced cauliflower. In this total recipe, it's supposed to be the serving size is 1.5 cups, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and put this, I think, in that whole bag, there were 3 total servings. Maybe it was 4. I think it was 4. I may have to come back and fix that. But then I added 3 tablespoons of butter. So there's 3 tablespoons. And then Italian seasoning. I did a solid tablespoon. So change that. So that's 1 tablespoon. And I'm not going to log salt and pepper. But that was the bulk of the recipe. So we hit save. And now when I go to my food diary for dinner, I hit the little dots and I put add foods. And up here, my foods, it's where all my recipes are. So I'm going to go down to, I could type it in or I could just scroll. So I did keto rewind cauliflower rice. And I had 1 serving. Now we look what that did. So, so it put me a little over in total carbs, but I went over because I ate vegetables. So again, I'm not stressing that. 22 total carbs in a day, and most of those carbs coming from vegetables, is a winner chicken dinner from me. So, and then I did add, I think I changed my oil was 2. Yeah, I added an extra, when the veggies came off the grill, I went ahead and added olive oil. So I did. All right, and I did a tablespoon. I just drizzled it over my veggies, and I let my chicken dip in it, and it was really yummy. So, and I'm missing something else. What is it that I missed? Oh, I put oil on the chicken. when I cooked it. So I've got to log that as well. I just realized. So that was actually avocado oil, and I did a tablespoon in there. So that should put me at the right. Yes, that's correct. So with my chicken, I put oil on it, and then the veggies, I put oil on it, and then the rice, I have butter. So I got all my fats in basically for dinner, and then obviously it was a slightly fat and protein lunch. So, and then my Keto Rewind coffee that you saw me sipping has unflavored collagen, coffee, and 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. So that was my day. I'm pretty happy with it. I felt great. I even went for a walk after dinner, and yeah, so. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a 2 thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you need links to all these recipes or you want to download the Keto Rewind Total Carb Challenge, just go to ketorewind.com or click the link down in the description box. I will see you back here tomorrow, and I'm Jess. You're watching Keto Rewind.